question was asked by Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra 5000 years ago to Lord Krishna, that what are the causes of sins? Even when a person does not want to commit any crime or any sin, it seems that he is forced to commit those sins. So in return, Lord Krishna says that Kam is Krodh is Sajagun Samadbhava Mahasano Mahapapna Vidyanami Barina. So through this sloka, Lord Krishna wants to say that there are only two main causes of sins, that are desire, that is calm, and krodh, that is anger. So talking about desire, that is calm. So when desire captured a person's mind, and so to fulfill those desires, the person do anything. He does not see that what is right or wrong. And there are a number of examples in our Indian mythology where we can see that. Take the example of Ravana, who was with have that thinking that anything which is precious, beautiful, glorious should be under his control. And because of that, he captured a number of kingdoms, made his city of Lanka of gold, and then with his pride and under his pride and lust, he captured Mata Sita. So here we can see that how he started committing crimes just to fulfill his desire. And so we should also take it in our life that in this we should control our desire, and in this world, fast-paced world, these multinational companies and e-commerce platform uses our mind and fulfill and fill each and every second a new desire. So we should take in charge of those desire and observe that these does not over these should not control us. So I have talked much about desire, not talking about krodh, that is anger. So Lord Krishna says that whenever we are not able to fulfill our desire, that desire get transferred into anger. And there are a number of Indian stories for that, and I am talking about Supnakha, who is sister of Ravana, that she was very much impressed by Rama, and even she proposed him. But when he refused, he started killing Sita, because, thinking that because of only her, Ram is not accepting Supnakha. And when Lakshmana cut her nose, that added flames to her anger, and she started and planning the battle between Ravana and Rama. So we should also take into account that how this anger has done certain so much sins in the past, and we should also apply it in our life. And those anger in our life can be very much used by the political organizations and social organizations for their own welfare, and that can create unrestfulness in society in the form of um, in the form of battle between the rich and poor, different nations, different religions, different cultures, and that can eventually leads to riots or wars. So at last, I want to conclude that these we should control our desire and anger, and these desire and anger should not control us. Thank you.
So thank you, Subham. That was a really insightful speech that you gave, and a very amazing one also. So now it is my turn, I think. So mute yourself,
Okay,
Subham, if possible.
wait
You
for a
were
minute.
you were in the time limit. Okay, so time limit was
Okay, what is the time limit? 4 minutes or 5 minutes?
maximum of 5 minutes and minimum of 2 minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
is the screen is you can view the screen.
Yeah. Screen is visible.
Okay, yeah, you can start.
Okay, so hello everyone. Today my topic is going to be child labor. So child labor is a major issue. Okay, and
slow.
कौशल आवाज आ रहा है? हेलो कौशल।
I think is facing some issues with internet.
Okay.
So, okay, we can wait. I think we should wait for 2 minutes. Now he's back.
I am starting again. Okay, restart the timer if possible. Okay, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. Let me start again. So today my topic is child labor. All right, my topic is child labor. So child labor is a very major issue in developing country like ours. You would have seen it most commonly in the streets. Okay, various forms of it, like children working in shops and doing menial jobs. But the problem is more serious than it looks. Okay, according to our data, 12.9 million children in our country are currently engaged in child labor activities. Okay, and in a country like ours where poverty level is really high, families send their children to various workplaces or industries to gain extra amount of money. Although the overall income of the family increases a little bit, but it increases at the expense of their children bright future. All right. And one major thing is that the working condition in which those children work now, their working condition is not really good. It affects their health. It also have a long term influence on their health, which can be which will be very devastating in future for them. Also, because of these child labor activities, they get a very low chance of attending schools, and because of this, they remain trapped inside the cycle of poverty. Although we have various laws restricting these child labor activities in our countries, but the situation is really is at very grassroots level. Let me tell you few examples that why I think this situation is really scarce. Although despite of having these laws restricting these child labor activities, people exploit the loopholes within these laws. Okay, one of the loopholes is that the law does not restrict child labor activities if the child is doing work in family business. Okay, suppose if a child is selling cigarette on the streets, so it is legal according to this law if the child is doing so in because if the child is doing so because his family business is selling cigarettes. Okay, his family business is of selling cigarettes. Okay, also one of the major loopholes in this law is that it do not restricts children of 15 to 17 years of age to work in certain areas. Okay, they are only restricted from working in dangerous work. So because of that, the children of these like 15 to 17 years of age limit are frequently employed in textile industries or various industries where the condition are really worse, but these industries are not considered dangerous work in general perception. Also, because of corruption and big companies having political influences, their child labor activities are neglected and are invisible in common general perception. Okay, one of the example of that is the illegal mining activities in Jharkhand. In Jharkhand, what happens is the local mining owners, they employ kids, okay, to carry the rocks, okay, extracted rocks, heavy rocks from one place to another. Okay, and the working condition is really bad, and that affects the children's psychological as well as physical situation condition. Okay, also one of the example can be taken of the illegal ita bhattis. Okay, they illegal ita bhattis, they employ children, okay, to carry the bricks, okay, the newly found bricks to furnaces where the temperature is really high and it can really damage the lungs and the respiratory system of the children. Overall, what I am trying to say is, even if this situation really daunting, we can change it all. Okay, if we increase the overall working forces in our country, if we create more jobs, okay, if we make stricter laws, then this problem can be sorted out really easily. Okay, and most importantly, if we educate the family sending their children to these kind of working places about the drawbacks of child labor, then we can hope that these child labor activities will come to an end in our country soon. Okay, thank you very much. So I think it is Sekhar's turn now.
Yes. Shubham, timer. So, hello everyone. Today I have prepared a short speech on a term called feminism. Feminism. So, in the past, world has seen so many fights, revolution regarding feminism. So, if we see somewhat, this feminism would be seen as an anonymous to men's hating. So, what is the correct definition of feminism? Is it the belief that women are always superior in all matters, or is it the belief that men are always wrong? What is correct definition? So, for the record, feminism is the advocacy of women right on the basis of political, social, and economical equality to women, and gave them equal right to make them their own decision that will affect their own life. So today itself, feminism is the reason why women can vote, advance in the workplace, make critical decision if they are mistreated. So today, if I can say that no any country in the world has achieved full gender equality. Like in our country itself, in India, if I can say that according to a survey, uh, Bihar, UP, Jharkhand, and um Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, UP, Jharkhand, and Bengal has been grouped as India bottommost five state on the basis of gender parity. So uh, next thing, that gender issue, I think gender issue is not some only women problem, it is male issue too. Like we don't often talk about men being imprisoned by gender stereotypes. Like if men have some personal problem or fear problem, they are unable to ask for help for fear, because it would make them look like less macho. So what is the solution of this gender problem, gender inequality? So uh, like if men don't have to be aggressive all time, women don't feel to be compelled to be submissive. If men don't have to control women, women don't won't have to be controlled. uh, both men and women should feel free to be sensitive, and both men and women should feel free to be strong. So it is time that we all perceive gender on a spectrum, not as two opposing sets of ideas. If we stop defining each other by what we are not, and start defining ourselves by what we are, we all can be freer. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you, Sekhar, for your informative speech about feminism. Now I think it is Prashant turn. Prashant, if you are like able to give a
I'm
very
ready. I'm ready.
okay then okay.
Yes, yes, Kaushal, what you were saying, please.
Okay, so like if you are ready to give your speech,
Yeah,
unprepared speech, then
yeah, yeah. I'm ready.
okay,
I will try
okay,
my best. Okay.
okay. Best of luck and over to
Hmm.
you.
Ah. So, hello everyone. This is Prashant Tripathi, and I'm going to speak on the topic MSP. I think you all are very well aware of this topic. minimum support price. I'm going to start from very basic, that why government has to launch this scheme by notification. What was its need and its purpose? So we all have witnessed that from last 20 to 30 years, everyone has grown in his or her life. But why not these farmers? Why? Because these farmers' fate was based on these natures. They are producing crops, they are producing commodities which they cannot sell even on the price which they really deserve. So, seeing all these complications, assuring some fixed amount to farmers was the need. Oh, I think I think my camera was not on. Oh, sorry. I think you should have told me. So I was not knowing this. So assuring fixed price to the farmer was the need of that time. So that interim government came with a what? MSP. This is minimum support price, which means that the price of some crop will be fixed. It means that if the farmer is producing, suppose it is producing maize, so the government of India will assure some price to the government, which will be fixed. Doesn't matter whether the price of that crop is being reduced in the free market or in any market. This price will be fixed and will be offered to that farmer. So after 2 to 3 years, this act was very good, but the everything has pro and con. So what happens with time, the farmers which were weak, which were uneducated, they could not use this act. Why? Because the people, the middleman which was educated, they were tormenting the farmers, they were misusing this act. How? Because the poor farmer could not reach to these APMCs, which was made by the government to issue the farmer that exact MSP price. But as farmer was not aware of his, like, a recent data from the government has said that about 80% of the farmer are not aware that what MSP is. They don't know why, because they sell their crop to local middlemen. Suppose the price of maize was 1800, then most of them are selling it at 1000 rupees. This is the major cause of concern, and the rest of the profit is being made by the middlemen. So this was the issue related to the MSPs. After seeing this issue, after analyzing this issue, government are now coming up with these three laws, which we have seen and which of course we will discuss tomorrow. But I want to say that how we can improve the condition of farmers. Of course, we can improve. There is always a chance of improvement. There is always a scope of improvement, because as by seeing the data, we have witnessed that the farmer of Punjab and Haryana are almost 95% of the farmers are using this MSP and they are becoming rich. Why? Because they are educated, they have some political connections. But this we have to increase to almost every farmers in almost every state. This can be achieved by educating farmers, by making sure that they are aware of all their rights. So these are the steps which have been taken in the past, but anyhow, this could not improve their condition. But again, the government is coming with these three new bills, and I think this is going to completely increase their income and give them security and price assurance. That's it from my side. Thank you. Have a nice day.
And can you believe the same guy was saying that he has not prepared his speech? Huh. So
Definitely, I was not prepared. Actually, I was reading for the tomorrow's content. So I was reading MSP.
yeah.
Yesterday, I was reading it. So I thought, why not? Let us say MSP.
No. Your speech was really applause worthy, and the fact that you did this really effortlessly also is a remarkable feat to be achieved. That you have achieved. So, moving on to the next round, which was okay. So we have a lot of time. Okay, so I want to ask like few questions. So Shekhar, your topic was feminism. Okay, so what is your views on the Zomato incident? Like the girl accused the delivery boy, obviously delivery boy of like this thing, and then delivery boy is saying that no, the accusations are false, and she was the one who initiated this, quarrel. So what do you think that
Zomato.
like the females get this this benefit of their gender also in some cases like this? What are your
In
views
most
on this?
in most of the cases, I think female got advantage. Like uh, a recent cases is also like a man came out of the jail after I think 16 years, and he was innocent. He was proved innocent. So
Mhm.
female uses this feminism thing as an advantage in some of the cases, I think. And this Zomato came out in the support of the man. I think man was innocent.
Okay. So like anybody else who want to like
Yeah,
shed
of
some
course.
on this?
I want to express my views on this topic. So the very
Yes.
first thing which I find, which I think I should tell to everyone, that we should not deliver verdict. Suppose Shekhar has right now said that the man was right. So again, he's giving verdict without knowing the main, like anyone who is sitting in his room can don't know what has actually happened to that. So we think, so what I think, we should let the police to investigate, and we should not give our verdict. Because giving verdict is the job of this High Court, this Supreme Court, and uh, this district court. So so I think we should properly analyze, and we should give both of them a stage to express their concerns, that what she was facing and what the problem that guy was actually facing. And also, I've read the statement from the CEO of Zomato. He was also in the favor of like giving both of them equal chances, because no one knows what happens. So giving a verdict, I don't think so is the right thing. And this is the case which is happening right now on social media. People don't know anything. If this is girl, they blindly share the any post. Doesn't matter uh, what is what is the content. So I don't think so. We should blindly share anything. We should study this, and because we are educated. If we will do this, then what we can accept, what we can expect from the people who are literally who don't have any education. I mean, no sense, nothing. That's it from my side.
Yeah, I also
Yes.
support Prasant, because we should judge a person on his values, on his her values, not his her gender. And that's what happened in social media. The moment a girl weeping, a girl weeping in front of us, we get emotional that something bad has happened to this girl. She is alone. She must have been heated. But what? But there can be also other side, because the Zomato boy is saying that the order was actually captured by that lady, and she was saying that he has to give her the order free of cost. And it was not under his control. He has to take money, and to take that money, he is saying that in order to take that package, he hit that girl, and in that moment his her nose bled. So first of all, we have to take this into account that whenever we have to pass a verdict, first of all, we have to switch off our emotional side, and we have to take account of the facts that the both the parties are giving.
Yeah. Like in India, especially in recent time, I have seen that these kind of situations are arising more and more. The same thing happened with the Sushant Singh Rajput case, okay, where people were just mob lynching, or I can say that they were going about this jingoism thing, like Riya Chakravarti is that and Riya Chakravarti is this and Sushant Singh. So we should have waited for like a verdict and facts and proofs to come over the surface, and later on we should decide what to think and what not to think.
Exactly.
So this was like a, kind of a GD session we had right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. And it was good, I think. It was good.
So now moving on to the impromptu session. Okay. So let me share the slide. Okay, so moving on to the impromptu round, I think slide is visible. Uh, so Sitish was going to be the conductor of this meeting, but since he is absent, I am going to give you the topics that I had prepared for the last meeting, which also did not happen because of some, unavoidable circumstances. So, okay, let us start. So, it is Prasant. It is your turn. No, Prasant. Prasant has already like given a kind of impromptu session for his speech round. Shekhar.
Subham.
Shekhar. Okay, Subham. Subham bhai. Subham. Okay, so your topic is like for you the topic I have chosen is actions speak louder than the word. I repeat, actions speak louder than the word. Do you also need the meaning or you understood it?
No, I understood it.
Okay, then take your time.
Yeah, can I start?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So, good evening, everyone. So today's my topic is that actions speak louder than words, and I support this point because see, speaking is very simple because because it is a moment. We have to speak in a moment, and it's very simple. But when we are coming about actions, so action demands a lot of things. And first one is that is consistency because when we are speaking for I am taking an example of entrepreneurship. Whenever we are taking that I am going to build a company, so it's a single statement and it is taking a second or 2 seconds. But when we are coming about the action, so it might take 10 to 20 years or more than that, or even it can take a lifetime and he might not be able to build the company. Because at the time of action we have to be consistent in whatever we are do in whatever we are doing, and that demands a lot of things. That demands motivation, that demands your skill, and that's the reason because of which actions always and always speak louder than words, and the vice versa can't be true and will be never true. And that is the reason because of which the world leads by doers and not by talkers. So thank you.
Okay, Subhan, that was really good. So you were in the time limit. Your time was 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Okay, including the time you thought about the topic. Okay.
Okay.
So now the timer work is up to you. Now it is Shekhar's turn. Shekhar, uh, your topic is every cloud has a silver lining. I repeat, every cloud has a silver lining. Do you want the meaning?
Yes.
Okay, so the meaning of this item is every bad or negative situation can result in some benefit to you. I repeat, every bad or negative situation can result in some benefit to you. Or you can also say the literal meaning of this item is that every cloud has a silver lining. So silver lining means the presence of silver lining means that sun is behind the cloud and will eventually emerge. Okay, so you got the meaning or do I need to also give the example?
No, no.
Okay, then over to you.
So, my topic is every cloud has a silver lining. So I completely agree with this topic. Like as we are a student, so from the childhood itself, uh, childhood not childhood itself, we have to be uh, very hardworking, or be have to be in struggle to have to achieve something in our life. Like our parents say that uh, uh, आज मेहनत करो और कल कुछ अच्छा मिलेगा. So um,
Don't hesitate, bro. Take your time. No, but nothing is going to happen. Okay. Take your time and be relaxed. Okay.
mm, Kausal, I will tell after Prasad. Okay.
Okay. Like if you want to change your topic, then I can
No,
also
no,
do
no,
that.
no, 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 no. I will tell after.
Okay. Then after Prasant is your turn. Okay, Prasant.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, Prasant. Your topic is uh, a ship in the harbor is safe, but that is not what a ship is for, but that is not what a ship is built for. I repeat once again: a ship in the harbor is safe, but that is not what a ship is built for. Do you want the meaning also?
No, I think it is fine. It's very much
Oh,
understood
okay,
by
okay,
me.
okay. Then over to you.
So, hello everyone. The topic of my impromptu session is the sheep is safe on the harbor. Simply means that people always want to be at their comfortable zone. But this is not for, for what life is meant. Life is to accept change. Life is to fight for yourself. Life is to adapt yourself into something change. If the sheep is on the land, it is safe, of course, but that does not increase its value. If I'm if I'm sitting here, then that is not going to achieve any milestone in my life. This is not my life is being made for. So I think we should always ready to implement change in our life, to fight for all the obstacles that are coming, because the obstacles which we are facing is simply improving us, is simply adding values to us. This is how lives work. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prasad. Shekhar, are you ready, or do I give my impromptu session?
Hello.
Hello, Shekhar.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready,
No,
or you want some more time?
ready, ready.
Okay, then. You want to change your topic, or you want to stick with it?
No, I'm fine with the topic.
Okay. Then take your time and be relaxed. All right. Okay, then start.
So my topic is every cloud has a silver lining. So this phrase means every bad situation has some good result, like good outcome. Like as we are student, uh, we are facing we are facing struggle. Like we have to achieve something in our life. We have to we have to achieve our aim. Our parents always used to say like. Uh, uh, Today you have to be hardworking, you have to uh, face some struggle to be some good person, to have a good future. uh, I completely agree with the topic. uh, we have to be uh, okay. uh, Fine, Kosal, that's all from the side.
Okay, okay. Thanks, Shekhar. So for my impromptu session, I forgot to tell anybody, but can anybody choose my topic and tell me? Subham, if you can.
1 minute, Kosal, I will
Okay,
choose.
okay, okay. Like
Hmm.
choose an easy topic, bro. Okay, I am not that fluent in English, also, so don't give me like Shakespearean text to give an impromptu
Like
session.
if you guys have to search, and I have one topic. I have one very easy topic.
Okay, then Prasad, you can
Shekhar,
tell.
if you want to give, you can.
Okay,
But if
okay,
you are
okay,
take,
Prashant, give.
so there is a famous quote by Winston Churchill. A
Okay.
nation has a nation has no permanent friends and no permanent enemies, only permanent interest. A nation has no permanent friends and no permanent enemies, only permanent interest is a topic where this is a quote by Winston Churchill. You have to just simply speak whatever you want on this topic related to this, relating to the present scenario of geopolitics.
Okay, okay, Prashant. Okay, I am fine with it. Okay, so my topic is a quote by Winston Churchill, that is, a nation has no permanent friends and permanent enemies, but it has fully permanent interest. So it is really applicable in current geopolitical scenarios also. Let me give you an example. In the first Kargil war, just after the independence, when India fought with Pakistan, United States sided with Pakistan and USSR sided with India. Now, in the present scenario, both of these countries are allies to India and are, you can say, somewhat kind of enemy to Pakistan. So the same countries who were on the opposite side of the team before some time are now on the same side of the team, are now an ally to India because their interests have changed. Okay, so it rightly justifies this quote of Winston Churchill that a nation has no permanent friend and permanent enemies, it has fully permanent interest. It is also applicable in our day-to-day life also. We should not make enemies, or we should not make like friends based on like our like emotions. Okay, we need to change ourselves, our like our behavior towards somebody based on our interest also. Okay, we should make our circle close, we should make, we should always have our interest, our self interest having the topmost priority. Okay, also one example I want to give about this quote is about the situation of Germany in the Second World War. The Germany was the arch nemesis of the entire world. Okay, especially for the allied countries, but now Germany is among the most friendliest and the most cooperative nation in the world, which is leading the technological frontier of the world in many scenarios. So Mr. Churchill has rightly said that a nation has no permanent friend and permanent enemies, it has fully permanent interest. So that's all from me. Thank you.
So thank you, Kaushal. That was a right example which I to which I have written this thought, like that of USA.
Yeah. Like just after you said the quote, now I thought of this example.
You have very well tackled this. Very well.
Yeah. So Sekhar, now it is your turn.
Eh?
I
Okay,
think now we
Sekhar
have
has
to
already done. So
we
Sekhar has
have to
already
move to
done.
the
Sorry,
feedback
sorry.
round.
Yeah. Now we need to move to the feedback round. Okay. So
Hmm.
evaluators, be ready with your evaluation points. I have also made few notes about like speeches and the impromptu rounds. I will be sharing them after the evaluators are done. So okay, over to you, evaluators.
So I think Shubham is a evaluator for today, and me
No,
also.
Sekhar and Prasant
Sekhar.
were
Shekhar
evaluators.
and Prashant. So
But
I think I will start
If
for.
Subham has if Subham has written some point, then he will share them after
Hmm,
you people are done.
no issues.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Shekhar, you will
Mm.
start, or I have to start.
You can start.
So okay, thank you. So at the very first, we had Shubham Gupta. Shubham Gupta was really very good this time, and he has to work little bit on accent. Very thing was, and the second thing was the content was nice, and the use of filler this time was very less. So this is a very good sign. Like he has used really less filler. This was very good thing, I should say. And in case of impromptu session, little bit I have found discrepancy in pronunciation section. Like he has pronounced uh, in like I don't know what he has done, but the actual should be entrepreneur like this, and he has gone a little bit different from this. So I've noticed this one word, and rest of the thing was really very good, improved a lot from the previous one, and just you have to work on accent so that you can look more good. You can look, your speech can look more effective. And one more thing, the tone variation in your speech, like you are speaking at the constant tone. This is this is something like I'm doing this, I'm doing this. So if you will vary your tone, suppose there is important point, you can put emphasis on that. Like so, this was what I was telling. Like this all have to do. This is a common point for everyone. Even I am using this to like I have to use it more. So this was common point for everyone, and rest Shubham was very good. Now moving to Kaushal. Kaushal use of filler was medium. In case of Shubham, it was very less. In case of Matlab, it was less. In case of you, filler was little bit more. So I can say it is medium. Like I've divided it in three scales: easy, medium, and high. Okay? And your content was really good. It was really very good. Tone variation, I have said it is for everyone. And in your case, what I have found something extra use of okay. Use of okay, I think you can minimize it. Use of okay, like you, I think you have used around 25 times. So if you can decrease this, and it will definitely be very much. You can use this, but I think 5 to 6 times. An impromptu session was tackled very well because that was the point I really wanted, and you just came up with that point. And rest of the thing, like the way you speak was everything was fine. But in the part of okay, you have to minimize it, okay, and everything was good. Shekhar has to work on accent. Shekhar has to work on accent. You have to work more on accent. I think everyone was good, and you were a little bit less than everyone else. Kaushal and Shubham. And use of filler was medium. You have also used filler, so I think it should be minimized. Content was good. It was nice. Pronunciation was nice, but it can be improved. It was good, but there is a chance of improvement in your pronunciation. And use of fillers maximized in impromptu because there was it happens with everyone, but in your case it was a little bit more. So I think I'm done with everyone's feedback, and I've put the same in the group also. Okay, this is basically a constructive thing which I'm doing, so I think everyone was fine with this judgment.
That was really insightful, and thank you, Prasad. Now over to you, Sekhar.
I have not written such so much points about everyone. Like about Subham, uh, like you were using very much like stop was very stop like OS like this thing. Okay, topic was great. Your confidence was good, and your catch on impromptu topic was very fine. And were Kausal was using like these stops very much. I think more than Subham. So you should minimize that. And I have not noticed about Prashant and the thing. So thank you. Prashant, I was busy with my topic. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. Uh,
Kausal, you have written some points.
yeah, yeah. So I will also give you few of my evaluation points. So about the speeches. So Subham, your speech was cause of sin, I suppose. Your I did not find any kind of issues in your speech. Yeah, like your speech was really informative. Okay, first of all, really informative and really well chosen. Okay, the topic was really well chosen. Few grammatical errors were there, but they can be minimized. Okay, they were really minimal errors. Okay, so they are not that kind of issues. Moving on to Sekhar, your topic was feminism. Two things that I found bothering. Okay, in your speech was first one was the flow of speech. Okay, you were like hesitating to speak and you were stopping in between your speech. Okay, so that really hinders your flow of speech. Okay, and that can make your speech really annoying to some people. Okay, uh, also you needed to make your speech more interactive. Okay, interactive means it should happen like we are listening to a speaker. Okay, rather than it felt I felt but what I personally felt like I was listening to a person who is reading something. Okay, reading something from a textbook or so. So that is something that you can work upon. Okay, and about Prasant, your topic was minimum support price. First of all, applause for taking the challenge. Okay, you were not prepared with your topic, but you did not quit, and that was really applause worthy. Your flow was good, and the topic was good, and everything was done very rightly. So I had no evaluation about the speech round for you. Moving on to impromptu round for Subham. No major issues. Okay, no major issues that I found. But once again, few grammatical errors, very minors, like use of some kind of accent was little bit off, but okay, that is some problem we all face. Okay. Moving on to Sekhar. So flow of speech again was your problem. Hesitation once again. Filler word you were using like me. Okay, I also use filler word and you were also using them. Few of the times you were out of topic. Okay, the things you were saying were out of topic, and it felt like that you were not speaking from your conscience. Instead you were just speaking. Okay, so you should try to be on the topic during impromptu session, and that was all about your evaluation. Now moving on to Prasant, no major issues. Okay, but you were taking long pauses. Okay, in between your in between your impromptu session, but that is fine because you were processing at the same time you were speaking about those stuff. So those long pauses can be rectified, but those long pauses were there. Okay, so I will send this written note, whatever I have written on the group, so you can check from there. So Subham, do you want to say anything else, like any
Yeah,
evaluation that you want to give?
I have not written something, but I want to say
Okay,
that
okay.
the confidence level of each and every person has increased a lot
Yeah,
as compared to
that
the
is clearly
previous
evident.
round, and in only one session we have improved so much. So that is a sense of very much applause for all of us. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
this should go
exactly.
on like this. So thanks.
And
One
yeah,
thing,
yeah, Prasant, go on.
uh, I have one idea for this meeting. So we all have started this club. Okay, this is very good. So I think we are recording the video, so we can upload this video to YouTube channel. Okay, like we will not share it to anyone. We can upload this because we will keep uploading this for suppose 6 months, 7 months in the time we are doing this, and that will, when we look for when we look towards it after 2 years, 3 years, we will see that how much we have improved, you know and this kind of, we can take this culture. So this will have some kind of example in YouTube, like we were like that. We'll not share it, we'll just keep this to between in our space only. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it is from my side, recorded meeting should be put on YouTube. And like, if it is general idea, I'm not pushing it to anyone. You all are open to your advice here.
Yeah, we can do that, but like one issue that can happen is the length of this video. Okay, the videos are 2 hour or 1 hour long, so uploading it may take more data.
And
So
I have
if
Wi-Fi. I have Wi-Fi. I don't have
okay,
any
okay,
issues.
then if you have Wi-Fi, then you can upload it, download the recording and upload it. We
Yeah.
don't have any kind of issue with that. So any more feedback or anything else like that you want to suggest?
No,
Anybody?
anyone anyone can give me some idea like how can I improve my impromptu session? Like I was not getting some view on the topic given.
Okay, like see, what I can tell you is that now you should speak in front of mirror. Okay, first of all, if like speaking in front of mirror now really boost your confidence. I do this all the time. Okay, I had really huge amount of stage fear when I was like in 8th or 9th standard, but I started, speaking in front of mirror. And also try to process your thought in English if possible, like whatever you are thinking, you think in English. Then that can also increase your fluency. And the hesitations, like you stop in between, that can also be eradicated from that thing. So that is my suggestion. But like if Subham and Prashant also want to say something or correct me, then yeah, good, they are good to go.
So I want to say that by practicing, you can overcome that. In the starting, you may not be able to get thoughts, and that is common. Everyone undergoes through. Even in the even us also in between, we do not have any thought, but we have to make it and speak.
Yeah.
So it will, by practice you will improve, and there's not any rocket science in that. And in anything, you just have to
Hmm.
practice. You have to you can practice, like you can take these 2 minutes, and by you can evaluate yourself that in this 40 second, in this 30 second, I have to prepare, and then I have to speak, and I have to speak. I do not have to stop, because no one is saying you that you can speak anything, and no one will judge you. So you can, by practicing, if you will do, I think that 10 to 15 rounds like that, then automatically ideas will come, because that is stored in your mind, but it is not coming because of the hesitation.
Yeah.
That will come.
Yeah. Yeah, you can also do your own impromptu session. When you are alone in your room, you can, select your topic and start, speaking about it. And I will say speak, in front of mirror, okay? Because for like that will reduce your hesitation. But you can do your impromptu session as Subham said, okay? Prashant, anything that you want to suggest?
So, Kaushal has told about the stage fear, which was really very important. And Shubham has mentioned about, like, he has mentioned, I'm not, like, he has, on the practice, he has mentioned. So, we all are very much average about impromptu. Kaushal, me, Shubham, everyone one is average. But I think one thing which can improve, and it is fact based, that have some content. And from where do you will get this content? You will get this from reading books. Kaushal have read a lot of books, so he has a lot of content. He can pick a quote from that book. So when you will have content, now you can speak on any topic. Doesn't matter. You can relate. You will relate your content to that topic if you will have the content. So content can be taken from books. Start reading books. Start reading, then start memorizing it. Start reading poems. Start reading thoughts, which you can put in any speech. If you will have content, you will be, if you will given any topic, then you can speak on that. This is, I think, this is the reality.
Yeah. That is really, really, really commendable. Also, one thing you can do, Sekharna, you should utilize the 40 second that is given to you before the impromptu session. Okay, in that 40 second, you quickly search for the content. Like, okay, this topic is given to me. I can tell this thing, or I can make an imaginary story about it. Okay, or I can share my personal experience experience about this. Okay, so utilize that 40 seconds. Don't become blank for that 40 seconds. Okay, think about it like, okay, this is my topic, I can do this and that. Write a few things if you can, that okay fine, this thing comes in my mind, okay, I will do this, I will do this, and try to structure them in your speech while you are doing your impromptu. Okay, then that will also stop you from stop your hesitation. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
so
I will
that
try
is,
this.
yeah. So about Subham, what Subham was saying that about confidence, I clearly believe that confidence level of all of us has risen. Especially, I think
Right.
for me, like I have not spoken this much English from last 8 years or so. Last time I speak this much English, I was in 8th or 9th standard giving my ASL or PSA test. So
Exactly.
yeah, but in college we don't have this kind of liberty to speak this much in English. So
I have
if we
noticed
do
that
these
is not the
sessions,
case.
yeah. So if we do these sessions continuously now, then it will really benefit us. There is no doubt about it. And I urge all the members who are absenting for unavoidable circumstances once again to join at least and benefit themselves too. Tomorrow is our GD session. Once again, our topic is farms bill. Okay,
Yeah.
so read articles about it. I am also going to read articles about it, and
Mm.
we will try to be neutral in the group discussions.
Yeah.
Okay, it will not happen like, okay, we will fight and I will come to Sonpur and punch Sekhar that because he said something that I don't believe. So we will try to be neutral, and our
Yeah.
discussion should be as friendly as possible. So that's all for today. Anything else? Any other
So
feedback or
we
anything else?
will
Yeah,
have
yes.
speech round tomorrow or not?
Yeah. Speech round and evaluation round is compulsory. We will have them every day in every meeting.
Okay, okay.
We are going to switch in between the impromptu and the GT round. Okay.
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 So
Okay.
I think. Hmm.
One more thing we can do now, that if we have time in between, then we can also make a question answer round regarding the speeches, like I did for the feminism
Ah,
round today. Like
yeah.
suppose Sekhar said it told the speech about feminism. Okay, then we can also make a question answer
Relate
round
some.
about this. Like okay, like Prashant, you told me about MSP. Then what are your view regarding this? Or I did not understand about this. So this can also help the speaker to enhance their thinking ability. What do you
Hmm.
say?
Now,
Uh,
Kaushal, can you please come up again with your thought? Like I
Okay,
really
okay,
didn't
okay, okay.
understood.
What I am trying to say is, suppose a speaker, delivered his speech, okay, and
Yeah.
and his speech was about some topic. Suppose take the case of Sekhar. He give his speech about feminism. Okay, so what I am trying to say is, after the speech round, we can have a question answer round, okay, of 10 minutes or 15 minutes, where we will cross question the speaker about their topic. Like I did for the Sekhar. Okay, for Sekhar, I questioned him about like what are your views on about the Zomato guy and the incident that is happening right now. So we can do this if time forbids. Okay, if time allows us. Okay, uh, then that would be really helpful for the thinking and processing ability of the speaker.
Prashant, electricity cut.
Okay, Subham, you were trying to say something.
Hello.
Hello.
What had happened? I was busy somewhere.
Okay. So
I'm
okay.
I'm back.
Okay, Prasant. So, did you listen to what I said, or?
No. There was electricity cut, and I'm joining again from phone.
Okay, then I
Like
am
again
I
from the phone pit.
I am again going to repeat. Okay, I will repeat again. So, Sekhar, if you don't want, then you can leave. Okay. So I am going to repeat now. Suppose Sekhar said gave a speech about some topic. Okay, about feminism. Okay. So what we can do is we can make a cross question round where we cross question the speaker about his topic. Okay,
Huh.
like I did today. Topic of Sekhar
Hmm.
was feminism, and I questioned him about like what are your views on this Zomato incident. Okay,
Hmm.
so that can be an optional round that we can do. Okay, that will make the speaker a little bit more logical and a little bit more thought processor. Okay? It will enhance their ability to process the questions and answer them. Okay, that was I was thinking, but we can do this if the time allows us. Okay.
Hmm. No, I think this is a very good thing. Why? The very first thing is like many from like 2 to 3 people may or may not are not preparing their contents. Like they're thinking,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, today is a meeting at 2:30, so they will see,
Mhm.
so they will say anything. So if this kind of
Mhm.
question we will do, they will
Mhm.
prepare their content more well. So I think this is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
great initiative.
That is that we can do. So we will think about it in the next meeting. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But tomorrow is our GD meeting, so we don't have time for these things because GD it will be 20 minute or 30 minute long. I think if people will join, if more people will join. So okay, we will meet tomorrow. So
Yeah, sure.
anything else?
No.
I think that's it from my side.
No.
Okay, okay, okay. Then Subham, anything
Oh,
that you want to?
no.
Hello,
I think he's
hello.
facing some problem, some
Okay,
connectivity
okay
issue.
then. Okay, okay, okay then. Okay then. We are done with today's session. We
Okay.
will meet tomorrow again. Okay. So
Yeah.
let's meet in the TEDx event. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.